Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a little bit different. It's going to be on how to build your personal brand. This is going to be for creatives, artists, entrepreneurs, small business owners, and people who want to be a content creator like me. So if you fall under these categories or you're interested in learning on how to become the face of your brand, then this is the video for you. If you're new to my channel or seeing my face for the very first time in this video, my name is Jen. I started my channel in 2012 and I mainly do how-to videos, tips, tricks, and hacks on all things related to skincare, beauty, and makeup. I've accumulated over 1 million followers and over 100 million views across all social media platforms, and this is something I'm super proud of, and I wouldn't be here without my amazing viewers. So if you're watching this and you were there since the very beginning, I love you and I thank you so much for your support. Also, a huge thank you to Shaw Business for sponsoring this video and for keeping us connected in the digital world. So if you guys are ready, I'm going to share with you guys my top 7 tips when it comes to building your personal brand. Let's start with number 1. You want to have a focus. You want to make sure you have a niche. For myself, it was beauty. A lot of things can encompass beauty, like skincare, makeup, wellness, health. So I had a lot of topics and a variety of things to talk about. It's also fine if you have a very niche and specialty topic. I find that the ones that I see on social media where it's very niche, that it's like almost a specialty that you're doing, those also do extremely well because it's not saturated and it's very just specialized in that one area. When you first start out your channel, you want to make sure that what you're talking about is consistent, so when someone comes to your channel, they're like, yeah, Jen does beauty, or oh, Emily does technology, or Adam does camera work, videography. You want to make sure when someone sees your content, they know exactly what you do. Next up, you want to listen and stay connected. What I mean by this is making sure that you're listening to what your audience is telling you. A lot of the time, my content ideas came from the comment section in my YouTube videos. One of the things that I love about that is that it takes the guesswork out of your job. You can listen to your audience and that can be your next video. It could be your next content idea. Also making sure that you're staying connected with the people who love your brand, whether that be other brands that really like your content, your audience members, or just people who constantly comment on your posts. This is something that I've learned along the way that has really helped make strong connections with my audience, and that's why I feel like a lot of the people who watched me at the very beginning are still with me today. Every person that is clicking that subscribe or following you means something, and you want to make sure that they're heard, that they know that you care, and that you're making a valuable content for them to see. Also, staying connected with my online community is super important, and that's why Shaw Business is essential for small businesses, creators, entrepreneurs, anyone who needs to stay connected in the digital world. Being digital first and connected to other small businesses or people who help run your business is a huge support. If you're interested in learning more about how Shaw Business can help you, they're offering a spring offer with 3 months free business internet gig and gig 1.5. Conditions apply. I'll also put a link below in the description box if you want to learn more. Tip number 3, tell a story. Create a story around you and around your brand. This tip took me a while to navigate and to get properly because when I started my channel, it was really just on a script. I would talk off talking points on a piece of paper. I still do that sometimes, but when I do that, it feels way less personal. So when it comes off as a story, it's way more interesting, it's way more captivating. So if you're able to tell a story around your brand, much better than listing out points. And that is a huge one. Tell a story. Tip number 4, don't be afraid to fail. When I started my channel, I was so afraid of making mistakes. I was so afraid of people noticing me on YouTube because I hadn't told anyone. I had gained 100,000 subscribers and I still didn't tell anyone. My mom actually found out because she was on YouTube and randomly she saw one of my videos. She had to click on it and be like, when did you start your channel? I had no idea you were doing this. This is amazing. Being afraid is only going to hinder you. When I started my channel, I had nothing to lose. I had a job that I wasn't crazy about, I didn't really like it, and I didn't see a future in that career. So when I left it, I was like, I have nothing to lose. I can only go up from here because I don't want to be doing that. And this is something that I really enjoy and really love. So it can only go up. Also remember that every fail is not just a fail. Every fail is experience. A lot of the biggest brands that you see have gone through trial and error. Nobody knows what they're doing at the beginning. I didn't. You might not, but you're gonna learn so many things along the way, and it's going to help your business grow. You need to make mistakes in order to grow. Just remember that. Tip number 5, be consistent. It's consistency over years. And I'll tell you one thing, when I had a YouTube manager, when I had exponential growth early on in my career on YouTube, the reason she said I had exponential growth was because my consistency was unparalleled. She would look at the graph and it was like dot, 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 and the dots were the same throughout like 5 years, and I hadn't missed anything. And when you're growing something, you want to be consistent. I've been on YouTube for about 10 years now, so I was able, life happens, things change, and schedules change. But when I first started, for the first probably 7 years, it was completely consistent. And that is hugely due to why I think my channel has grown. So if you are consistent with your content, you post regularly, your audience knows when you're coming on and when you're going to be delivering content, that is huge, because then you are building that trust and loyalty with them. They know when you're coming on, they know when they're going to expect you, and it's really like a schedule and a routine. So as long as you get that consistency in there, you're going to do well. Tip number 6, define your audience. Who are the people that follow you? Even better question is, what accounts do they follow? So a really great trick on defining your audience is obviously looking in your insights on YouTube analytics, or maybe on Instagram stories or Instagram analytics. You want to see what your audience is, what age they are, what demographic it is, what locations are your top 3. You want to hone in on that, but also you want to be able to check out what your audience is liking. And the easiest way to do that is go through your followers and see who they follow. And you can easily do that by clicking the person, and if they have an open profile, you can see who they follow. And if you see a similarity, or you see someone who's doing really well, or you see someone across the board that you're like, oh, a lot of my followers also follow this person. Maybe I should see what they're doing. Why are they so popular? What are they doing that maybe I'm not, that I can implement into my content? Defining your audience is huge, because you want to be curating content for your audience only. And lastly, tip number 7, leave a positive impact. You know when you see a video and it just warms your heart, whether it's a cat video, a puppy video, or a puppy and a baby video, and it's just so heartwarming and cute, it leaves your heart just feeling so good. That's the type of content I like putting out there. I like to leave a positive impact on that end, and whether or not your content does that, or maybe it's educational, or it's value driven, or it really does melt someone's heart when they see it, this is a great thing to have, because I feel like information nowadays can be so skewed. It can be terrible, it can be good, it can be somewhere in the middle. But if you're able to create content that leaves a positive impact on the world, it makes such a big difference. An example of this is when I started my channel, I had a lot of girls asking me, I wish I knew what to do with my skin. I have hormonal acne, I'm a teenager, I don't know what to do. I wasn't taught any of this growing up, and I just have low self-esteem, I'm not confident, and I try to make videos on everything that I can to help someone feel more confident in their skin, because that goes a long way. And when I do get comments, and I get a lot of them saying, Jen, you helped me feel better, you helped me clear my skin, you helped me feel more confident, it just makes me feel so good knowing that, yeah, I have a beauty channel, but it doesn't mean that it only stops there. It goes beyond that, and that's why I love what I do. It makes me feel so good knowing that people that have watched me since the very beginning are still with me now saying the same thing. That makes me feel just so good knowing that I can leave a positive impact to the people who watch my content. It makes me feel very fulfilled, happy, and knowing that the last 10 years, I've helped many people feel good about themselves, and that is a win for me. And that's all for today, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would love to hear your feedback. If you had more questions about how to build your personal brand, or anything else you want to talk about regarding this video, just leave them in the comment section below. I'd love to hear from you guys. I want to thank you so much for watching and for being here. I hope you have a wonderful rest of the day, and I'll see you all very soon in my next one. Bye for now.